Dear students, about ad hoc and sensor networking, today we are going to discuss about the intrusion detection techniques. Intruder or intrusion detection techniques. What is mean by intruder or intrusion? Intruder is nothing but when a system we are working with a system, a intruder will forcibly send some virus to our system, who is called the intruder. Intruder is a person who want to destroy our system, who want to destroy our system by sending some harmful viruses. Okay, intrusion is nothing but which is about something is different than the standard. Something is different than as usual, is it not? When the system is running, working smoothly, so some uninterrupted virus will enter the system, and through that our system is not going to work smoothly. That is intrusion. Okay, so here we are now discussing about the intrusion detection techniques. Okay, what is intrusion and intrusion detection? Intrusion is nothing but attempting to break into or misuse your system. Yes, the smoothly when our system is working smoothly, all of a sudden, if through some intruder our system is not going to work smoothly, that is, it misuse our system. Attempting the break into or misuse your system is known as the intrusion. Intruders, those who are sending the intrusion, that virus, intruders may be from outside the network or legitimate users of the network. So the third person may send the viruses, or because of some the unexpected error of the system or the networking or any problem, also our system may be interrupt. Okay, intrusion can be a physical system or a remote intrusion. What is a remote intrusion? Through wireless, through the networking, we can get the virus effect. Okay, that is different ways to intrude. Different ways to intrude. What are the different ways? That is buffer overflows, unexpected combinations, unhandled input, race conditions. What is a buffer overflows? Yesterday we discussed about the buffer. See, whenever the packets we are receiving through wireless, okay, so the packets will be stored in a register. If the register is capable of doing our capacity of a limited register instructions, is it not? So if it is beyond the limitations and the capacity, what happens? The buffer overflows. So always the buffer should be, as you know, there should be a 30% of space is a minimum in any, even in main memory also, or in anywhere. Okay, the register also to have the minimum space is required. For what purpose? Even for operating system also, our system should have a minimum empty space is required. For what? For easy convenience of the instructions to move, for input output, for registering or like that. So if the buffer register is overflows, is also is the cause of intruders. Unexpected combinations, what just I told you, because of some networking or because of some calamity or because of some unexpected issue of also that intrusion can happen. Unhandled input, which is beyond our limits, is it not? Beyond our limits, whatever that it is unhandled input, it receives our system, so that intruder can happen. And race conditions, where when you are using some type of applications, that for example games or which whatever the applications are in demand. Okay, whatever the applications are there in demand of the public, so if you are using that applications, you should be very careful to handle that applications. Because of that applications, your system may be interrupted. Okay, this is the intrusion system detection system. Intrusion detection system. What you see here, you can see our system is like this, is it not? Yeah, our system is like this. System may be interrupted because of this knowledge base, or because of analysis engine, or because of response model, because of event provider, or other machines. Okay, so for all this our system should be alert, well, to receive the packet or to send the packet, is it not? See, our system is requesting something through Google, means we are sending some packet to the server, is it not? So that the packet is having the information, the content, and it is transmitting to the server. So from server we are receiving the packets, is it not? It is all about the packets flow. Okay, so if our system should be alert when we are receiving the packets, so that our system is going to have the firewalls or antivirus, is it not? So whatever the antivirus or firewalls are there to our system, always will check, the firewalls or antivirus will check whether the packet we are going to receive is a harmful packet or it is harm-free packet. Okay, so that is. And intrusion detection systems, that is different ways of classifying an intrusion detection system, that is based on anomaly detection, signature based misuse, host based, and network based, and stack based. Here, what is anomaly detection? Anomaly detection, what is meant by anomaly is about something that deviates from what is standard. Anomaly is about something is deviating from which is the standard one, is it not? So when our system is working smoothly, some application may enter to our system, so it deviates our system through the standard one, is it not? Generally our system is working, and through this uninterrupted virus or any harmful bug, our system may be corrupt. That is anomaly detection. Okay, signature based misuse, it is a signature based, our packets, or it is through a wireless. So the applications, the packets, the information we are receiving is about signature based, is can be misused, or host based. See, when we are connecting to a system, and that systems can have a host. What is the purpose of the host? It is communicating the packets from to and fro. It is to and fro the packets are communicating. So it is based on the host system also that intrusion detection can happen. Network based, as I told you just now, it may be because of network issue. Maybe it is calamity, maybe it is the more capacity of the network, or maybe a lengthy, or any cause, maybe for the network based, stack based. As you know, what is the stack capacity will be there. So if the stack is exceeding, then also the intrusion may happen. Okay, so intrusion detection systems look for attack signatures, which are specific patterns that usually indicate malicious or suspicious intent. That is, malicious or suspicious, the virus can affect to our system to disturb our system. Okay, and here it is anomaly based ideas. As what I told you about anomaly is it is a malicious suspense, or you can say that is deviating from the standard one. These ideas models the normal usage of the network as a noise characterization, and anything distinct from the noise is assumed to be an instruction activity. So which is beyond the smooth way, that is anything distinct from the noise is assumed to be an institution activity. Okay, for example, flooding a host with lots of packets. As I told you, there is a limit for the host for to and fro the packets, is it not? If the host is beyond the capacity of the limit, so it is known as the flooding, and because of the flooding also of host with lots of packets, this intrusion can be happen. The primary strength is its ability to recognize novel attacks. It is the initial stage of this is to what is the specified purpose or the provision is going to have or is leading to deviate from that is you have to recognize with the firewalls or the antivirus. Okay, so drawbacks of anomaly detection. It is assumes that institutions will be accompanied by manifestations that are sufficiently unusual so as to permit detection. It is generally what it feels, it is as it is a smooth way that is, it cannot distinguish whether it is the packet is receiving may be harmful to our system. That is, so these generate many false alarms and hence compromise the effectiveness of the ideas. So what happens every time, every now and then, checking for this and that, and it is the time delay, and sometimes it leads to the false alarms, so that and it affect is the it affects the effort. It affects the correctness, you can say, in other words. Okay, effectiveness, or you can say it the effectiveness of the system. Okay, signature based ideas. Signature based ideas possesses an attack description that can be matched to sensed attack manifestations. The question of what information is relevant to an ideas depends upon what it is trying to detect. It depends on the information he is going to receive is relevant to ideas or not. It depends upon what it is trying to detect. When it detects, then we will understand what in which way it is related to what we are trying to get it. Okay. For example, DNS or FTP or etc. So DNS also file transmission protocol when we use also. So it affects or it identifies what the signature based IDS is. And ID system is programmed to interpret a certain series of packets, or a certain piece of data contained in those packets as an attack. For example, an IDS that watches web servers might be programmed to look for the string phi as an indicator of CGA program attack. So what is phi here is about, see, when you are watching or you are open any web server, so through the web server it is the malicious program or a part of the program will be mingled with the web server. It is combined with the web server with a related notation, with the related or with a familiar name of the notation as an indicator of CGA program attack. Most signature analysis systems are based of simple pattern matching algorithms. In most cases, the idea simply looks for a substring within a stream of data carried by network packets. When it finds this substring, for example, the phi in GET or CJI or binary, it identifies those network packets as vehicles of an attack. So what is a vehicle of attack is which carrying the malicious virus or content. So here what happens generally, it is the smooth way of the packets are receiving. So by using the signature based, in most cases the idea simply looks for a substring within a stream of data. It looks like it is substring is nothing but it is about the when before receiving and sending the packets, there should be some path, is it not? There should be some path. What is a path? Path is nothing but it is for a sender to receiver, there is a connection will be established. So it is the physical connection or the network connection is already established, but before that it is we discussed about handshaking, is it not? So this is the what is the primary that where it has gone. Okay, so when it finds the substring is nothing but the handshaking. Okay, handshaking is nothing but it is the connection establishment between the receiver and sender. Okay, that is. And drawbacks of signature based IDS is they are unable to detect novel attacks and suffer from false alarms and have to program decade for every new pattern to be detected. This is what the signature based IDS drawbacks that are. It is a common problem that is it is unable to detect a specific naval attacks, and it is also a suffer from false alarms. Every now and then when it is trying to get the malicious programs, so it will give the alarms. So that what happens, it is a problem to find out that. Okay, so that is. Okay, have to programmed again for every new pattern to be detected. Every now and then we have to initiate our system to trace out for the overcome the signature based IDS. Okay, the host applications based IES, that is the host operating system or the application logs in the audit information. So this audit information includes events like the use of identification and authentication mechanisms, that is logins, logout or extra information, file opens and program executions, admin activities or etc. Okay, so this is about the host information that host is having to enter to the system by using the username, password or file name or login or logout related to that. So this audit is then analyzed to detect trials of intrusion. Every now and then when you are trying to enter with your username password, every now and then it will check so that it is minimizes the cost of our system. Okay, drawbacks of the host-based IDS. The kind of information needed to be logged in is a matter of experience. Is it not personal? If you experience that you can log in or log out, then only you can understand the flow of the information. Unselective logged off messages may greatly increase the audit and analysis burdens. So what happens if unselective logging of messages may greatly increases the audit and analysis burdens. Selective logging runs the risk that attack manifestations could be missed. That manifestations there is chances of miss. Strength of the host-based IDS. What is the strength of the host-based IDS? Attack verification, system-specific activity, encrypted and switch environments, monitoring key components, near real-time detection and response, and no additional hardware. As you know that it is a attack verification. Okay, so every now and then we can, when it is going to attack the system, it will verify through our firewalls or through the antivirus system, that is system specific activity. Every activity it is going to check it, and for every encrypted and decrypted it will be switch the environment, it will be switch on, you can say switch the environments. What is meant by switching is alerting. In other words, it is alerting the environments in the chances of encrypted and decrypted. Monitoring key components. Okay, so always it is monitoring the key components for initiation. Okay, for activeness, you can say, and near real time detection and response, and no additional hardware. No additional hardware is required for the host based IDS. Stack based IDS. They are integrated closely with the TCP/IP stack, allowing packets to be watched as they traverse their way up the OSI layers. This allows the IDS to pull the packets from the stack before the OS or the application have a chance to process the packet. This is about the stack based IDS, as I told you about the stack. So if the packets are receiving to the TCP/IP stack, so if it crosses the capacity and watch to as they traverse their way up the OSI layers, This allows the IDS to pull the packets from the stack before the OS. What happens if you not pull the packets from the stack? It is the chances of the intrusion taking place, is it not? The and the stack has to minimize with the packets to take over the packets from the stack. Our application have a chance to process the packets. Okay, network based IDS. This IDS looks for attack signatures in network traffic via a Prometheus interface. A filter is usually applied to determine which traffic will be discarded or passed on to an attack recognition module. So this helps to filter out known as unmalicious traffic. When it is unmalicious traffic, is we can say that it is there is no harmful the system is going to attack. Okay. Strengths of network-based IDS: cost of ownership reduced, packet analysis, evidence removal, real-time detection and response, malicious internet detection, and complement and verification, operating system independence. This is the strength of networking based. That are cost of ownership is minimized, packet analysis, that packet is going to analysis, and evidence removal. Okay, so evidence will be removed, real time detection and response, malicious intent detection, complement and verification, operating system independent. This is about the strength. Future of IDS is to integrate the network and host based IDS for better detection. We are going to find out that to integrate the network and host based IDS for better detection. Developing IDS schemes for detecting novel attacks rather than individual instantiations. Okay, so futurely they are going to developing IDS schemes for detecting novel attacks rather than individual instantiations. This is about the intrusion detection techniques. Intrusion detecting techniques are also known as the intrusion detecting system. Okay, so far we discussed about and try to go through this slides, this topic. If you want to know more about this, you can clarify your doubts to send to my mail ID so that we can discuss more. Thank you.